Hello, hello, and welcome back as I look to go mining for a little Reddit gold in Perfidious. Pete plays XCOM, War of the Chosen, and I mean, I may as well, right? I got nothing better to do with my time right now. Just sitting here waiting for John Bradford to get into a drunken head-on collision behind the wheel of the Avenger, so while I've got some time, why not come up with the new hottest subreddit on the internet?
Greatest creations. And for that, there can be no punishment less than eternity in the void.
No, but see, I've got something better than punishment, endless eternity in the void of punishment. Something better. It's the hottest new subreddit of all time. I'm gonna start our food snuff. It'll be like our food porn, except more dark and gritty. It's a reboot of the whole food porn industry. It's gonna be a subreddit dedicated not to like anticipation and longing, but to aftermath and regret. There will be no shots of actual foodstuffs in our food snuff. We don't go that route. What do you get instead? It's gonna be images of like empty, used china and dirty serving platters. That's what we're gonna have. There won't be posts asking someone to be like, hey, could you rate this charcuterie plate I built? No, what you get in our food snuff, you get a shot of an, do you mind here, Warlock? I'm giving the internet their new Reddit gold mine. What it'll be instead is like just an empty grease-stained cutting board littered with crumbs. There's no shots of like habanero-infused fish tacos from the food truck near your workplace. Just a PNG of a wadded-up wrapper tossed into a garbage can. Our food snuff will be the place where you never find a photo of like a fully cooked and stuffed turkey on a Thanksgiving dinner table with a smiling family around it. Nope, not gonna be there like piping hot from the oven with all the trimmings. Instead, what you'll see, pictures of a cranberry sauce splatter serving dish is full of like cold, freshly gnawed bones and discarded turkey skin. That's what you get. So, you know, basically exactly what the internet is looking for but doesn't want to admit to themselves. It's going to be dark, decadent, and forbidden, except not a violation of Reddit's terms of service. It's an actual Reddit goldmine. I'm telling you, our food snuff. Make it happen. Speaking of making things happen, let's get a team here who's going to be able to also make things happen. Muse, Smith, alright, I'm comfortable with both of you guys being on this mission. What are we doing? This, like a Haven defense? I wasn't paying any attention at all. I was too caught up in the whole... You gotta be kidding me, Franco. You're still tired? Good God, you diva. Why don't you change your tampon while you're back there in the dressing room, huh? Alright, Kirsten Ficus stunts. Let's get you and Matthew McConaughey, because we're still trying to get... McConaughey's tired, too. I hate all of you. Everybody I want to send on a mission to work their bond a little bit. It's like, I can't go, Pete. I'm too tired. Bunch of losers. Wiffle Ball, you and Woody Harrelson, you know, you're a pair of majors. You guys will do. What else have we got left in the tank? We could take Keanu Reeves, but Lady Gaga is tired. So I guess it's just going to be, you know what, that's fine. Let's just take Rihanna and Miley. I don't want to say they're good enough. They're the founders of the feast. You won't see shots of that feast on our food snuff, but you might see, like, a dinner table that needs cleaning up. That's the kind of thing we're gonna have. Bunch of used napkins, stained tablecloth. That's what we give you at our food snuff. So, what abilities do you have, by the way, Jason Muse? I honestly don't remember. Well, you're afraid of Archons, which is kind of shitty. We need to get rid of that. I want to look at your abilities, though. You have Shredder, Squad Sight, Deadeye, Needle. So you have every ability ever with the exception of Homing Mine. Let's get you a different weapon then. We're going to have you be our... You're not going to be our Executor. We want you... You're not going to be a damage shooter. You're not going to be doing our executing either. We want to give you... High chance to hit. This is a scope, but it has a superior repeater. We don't really care. You know what? Actually, this weapon is... No, wait, you don't have Never mind. I thought you had tactical rigging. You don't have tactical rigging. We're going to make you our execution shooter, then. So take superior... We want superior expanded magazine, superior repeater. Jason J. Muse is our dyed-in-the-wool killer. He's our execution specialist. Kevin Smith, you don't have tactical rigging either. So let's give you... Do we have any upgrades that are worth a shit, by the way? You know, we do have an advanced expanded magazine that we should probably equip on something. Let's take a look at your weapon loadouts and see if we have one that's a good candidate already. Repeater, superior repeater. We kind of don't. So you know what, Kevin Smith? You can then get an opportunity here to christen a new weapon. We're going to give you this advanced expanded magazine, which, while not great, is not terrible. A laser sight. And you know what? Sure, take a superior autoloader as well. We probably ultimately won't keep that, but it's not doing us any good at all unused. May as well get it out there in the mix. Do you have... I don't suppose you have... You don't have tactical rigging, so I have something specific in mind. Let's give you then... Well, I mean, we've given you everything we can give you. You're done. Rihanna is not done, though. Rihanna, you'll get something special. Superior scope, superior expanded magazine. Now, we want you to have the scope and the superior repeater. Yes, this is what we want you to have. And you're going to take not blue screens, not dragon, but AP, because if memory serves me correct, you have tactical rigging, and you should also have both needle and shredder, correct? There's shredder. You got needle on there, needle and shredder. So she pierces armor, gets rid of armor. Rihanna's our ace in a hole. Beautiful. Woody Harrelson. Miley, you're going to be probably our damage shooter is usually what we go with for you. Superior scope, superior expanded magazine. This is acceptable. Miley Cyrus. You know, we'd kind of like somebody with... Never mind, you're not our damage shooter. You're an execution shooter, Miley. You have a repeater and a superior expanded magazine. It's not ideal because the repeater kind of sucks, but it'll do in a pinch. I mean, Jason Mewes is our straight-up execution specialist. Miley's just kind of filling. She's backfilling a little bit. And then for Woody Harrelson, then, we'll have you be our damage shooter, because Woody doesn't have Annihilate anyway, so all his talent and power is going to go into a single target. He gets the Dragon Fire rounds. And I'm sorry, Kristen Wiffle Ball Stewart, but you get nothing. You know what you get, Kristen? You get a ride on the Freedom Pole. What does that mean, Pete? I don't know. I've read that poem probably 3 or 4 times, and I have no idea what Kristen Stewart was shooting at with the I am a wiffle ball / freedom pole. It's very muddled. I have no specific idea what she was trying to achieve poetically there. You know, Wordsworth once said that poetry is the spontaneous expression of powerful emotion. And when I read I am a wiffle ball / freedom pole, the only emotion I feel is powerfully confused. Maybe that's what Kristen Stewart was going for, in which case, you know what? I may just be misunderstanding her art. Maybe she was going for evoking a feeling of crippling confusion, which I'm assuming is something she's overly familiar with. And maybe that's what she was trying to do, share that feeling with the world, in which case, not only is wiffle ball / freedom pole a good work of art, it may be the perfect work of art. She has fully encapsulated what she was shooting for. She didn't just hit a home run, she knocked it out of the park and into Lake Michigan.
An assault on the resistance encampment in this area. Our people are doing what they can to fight back.
I may not know art, but I know what I like.
Help protect the civilians trapped nearby.
I like Tennyson.
There's a group of resistance soldiers hunkered down.
Okay, but what are the odds that one of them is faceless, John? Low-ish? Usually it's relatively low on this pod. And we're going to get some help from the resistance members on this as well, which I usually quite like. And Kevin Smith can just go ahead and run there, although if he stands in either of these tiles, he sets himself on fire somehow. That seems suboptimal. Let's not do that.
That's a long run.
Kevin Smith's just like, Pete, just recently had a cardiac thing. That's a long run. Jason Mewes is going to freak out. Nope. You know, that has never hit us. We have had several encounters with things that we are either afraid of or have some kind of weakness to, and it has never managed to stick, not even once. I think it may have something to do with the fact that the game is just hard-coded if we're concealed to have us straight up ignore that. That's the only explanation I have for us having never failed one of those rolls. Ever. Pete, you're really spreading out. It's alright. I don't expect these guys to really move much. Although they may start making a move at our resistance personnel now that I think about it. This could be a supremely suboptimal strategy. Crazing Freedom Pole was also a pretty suboptimal strategy, Pete, but you went ahead and did that, didn't you? All right, you're right. I'm a fan of the suboptimal.
The time for hiding is over.
Yep, we got stepped on then. Or did we? Are we revealed? We are not revealed. Can you work this guy over a little bit for me here, resistance guy? No, I mean, admittedly, Archons are very difficult to hit. Matteo Giordano is the Resistance's greatest trooper, though. Fantastic work. He did hit his mark, Pete. Even while on fire. I gotta stop picking on these Resistance personnel so much. They're actually much better than I give them credit for. They really are. You know, Jason Mewes, what would help you get over your fear of Archons? Like, killing one, probably. Rihanna can't fail to kill that Codex from here. This is a bizarre angle for Rihanna to have a shot, but you know what? I'm okay with it. Go ahead and eliminate that Codex. Could have used those AP rounds on the Archon, Pete. Yeah, we could have, but he doesn't have armor, so there's no need to shred him or anything. We could have Jason Mewes just kill it. He does have a pretty poor chance to hit it. Anybody else do better? We could set this guy up just by stinging him once. No, I don't want to banish him, though. We sting him once. Is that going to get him down low enough that we could take him out? Not necessarily. I hate to have to use 2 stings on 1 unit. If we can damage him, Miley Cyrus can almost certainly kill him. So you know what? Let's slow play this one a little bit. Kristen, we're going to have you just flick the jab. And by flick the jab, I mean actually just whip a claymore out there. For us, the claymore is flicking the jab. It really is. And then go ahead and detonate that. That gets us 8 damage on the Archon. That has no chance to reveal us, but also no chance to fail. Now that that man is hurt, we can have Miley Cyrus maybe pick him off with her scope on a sting. If we're feeling not fully confident about our chances to kill him. If we're feeling confident about our chances, we'll just have her take the regular shot and rely on Silent Killer. Yeah, see, still pretty unlikely. Let's go ahead and use a sting here. There's a 2% chance we miss, and I don't want to miss. And now anybody that can get a reasonable chance to hit this man can take him down. I don't know why Kevin Smith can't even see him. That makes very little sense, but... Kevin? 92% good enough. I'm willing to run that risk. Even if we miss, it's still only a coin flip that we would get revealed. Kevin Smith doesn't miss. Except for Jersey Girl, which, alright, you know, bit of a miss. I kid Jersey Girl. I actually kind of like it. If we want to talk about an actual Kevin Smith miss, I think we got to go with like Tusk or Yoga Hosers. Yeah, those are more of a miss.
Watch my back.
Hey Kevin Smith, maybe next time the internet bets that you won't make a shitty movie, maybe don't take the bet and just don't take the shitty movie.
Commander, Advent isn't backing off.
Advent didn't do anything.
Just to get a better shot at the civilians.
This guy's dead anyway. He set himself on fire. He was always dead. But the one civilian that died, that wasn't Advent. They just literally stood in a campfire. You can't pin that on us. We didn't do anything.
No place for you.
I'm not letting you pin that one on me, Bradford. Giordano here is still burning. He's dead, by the way. Don't steal my kill, bro. Thanks. Yeah, no surprise that we missed that one. We didn't give anyone blue screen rounds, it occurs to me. We probably should have. Alright, maybe don't set yourself on fire, though, Kevin Smith. Also, maybe just... You have homing mines? You do. We can't shoot the mine once we stick it to you. If you were near something else, I might consider having you do that instead of just throwing a claymore out here, destroying all of this cover and killing the Codex.
I'll leave this here.
Homing mines are intriguing, but they really work best, like, when you can't get the mine, like, you're not going to be able to detonate the mine this turn, and you don't know where the enemy you're throwing it at is going to wind up, ultimately. They're kind of like a failsafe, and we don't need the failsafe here. We're just going to have Kevin Smith go ahead and detonate it. And then the rest of the team's going to mop up the trash. Also, most of the rest of the team is actually woefully out of position, so you guys could come back in a direction that's maybe useful, better. Rihanna, I think we'll come over here. There's nowhere to hide, but we don't really need to hide. Can't miss. One and done, silent killer once again, keeping us safe. We're the perfect destructive force. Watch, Miley Cyrus is going to come over here. He's going to pop this last codex. Giordano's going to die in a fire, but it's his own fault. The civilian that we lost, not our fault. Giordano's going to get killed, also not our fault. Just because he's overly enthusiastic with the study of the Salem witch trials and wanted to know what it'd be like to be burned at the stake, you know, his odd obsessions are not Perfidious Pete's problem. What can we remote start? Anything useful? Just a car over there. I was thinking maybe we could get a remote start out here on this codex. Would we have anybody to potentially... I mean, Jason Mewes has a terrible chance to hit, but if he could pull it off, it would be a kill. That would be a pretty remarkable shot. I wonder if squad sight works on remote start. It does not. Can we squad sight a sting? We can. Very interesting. I would not have expected that to work. Kristen Stewart is not going to get a kill here. She's also probably... You know what? Here, just shrapnel this bad boy up.
It requires patience.
Doesn't require... Well, okay. Kristen Stewart's trying to explain... Once again, she's subtly hoisting me on my own petard. She's trying to explain to me the homing mine. She's like, I gave you the sense of confusion with Wiffle Ball Freedom Pole, Pete, and you didn't give me credit for it. And now here I am, once again, opening the doors of perception for you so that you can understand how a homing mine actually works. The regular Claymore requires patience, Pete. The homing mine just pays dividends now. Now I understand. You know what? 81%. 35%. I'm okay with Jason Mewes taking this shot. 81% chance for a kill, even if he's revealed here by a miss, which would mean that 1, we missed it, and 2, failed our reveal roll. Even if he got revealed there, we were in no danger. Also silent killer, so in the event that he did hit. If you think about it raw percentage-wise, there was only a 19% chance that we missed. And even if we missed, then there was only a 50-50 shot that we got revealed once the mist happened. So we were looking at, what, like a 9.5% chance of something bad happen? Don't even try to put that on me, John Bradford.
There's a large group of civilians pinned down within range of your position. Sensors indicate hostile forces are closing in fast. We need to get in there before the aliens...
These sensors indicate this, huh? Specifically, where are the aliens? I didn't see any. You said you had them on sensors, John. I believe you, even though I probably shouldn't, because in all likelihood... You're drunk, and the only thing your sensors are detecting is the nearest gin supply.
I'll be swift.
You'll be Swift? No, that would be Taylor Swift, who actually is not in this playthrough. And I can see where Rihanna is like, man, I really wish I could be Swift like Taylor Swift. And be like, but Rihanna, you have better album sales than Taylor Swift. And she'd be like, yeah, you know, that's true. I do. I have outsold her. But, the real money in music these days, Pete, is not in album sales or downloads or any of that stuff. The real money to be made from music these days, Pete, concerts, tours. That's where your cash comes from. The music industry has changed since the sort of advent of downloadable music. It's not about moving albums anymore, Pete. It's about getting asses in seats. And nobody puts more asses in seats than Taylor Swift. I'd be like, you know what, Rihanna, you're right. That's actually pretty savvy business acumen, too. You get a good grip on your industry.
I know where you are.
So this Codex is running back for reinforcements, and she is joined with what appears to be a Spectre. And there's something else back here, because we saw his health bar pop up for a second, but we didn't see specifically what it was. Looks like a Berserker. And what else is on the menu over there? Didn't catch it. All right, Resistance, do your job. Sure, just stand in the open and shoot at a Spectre. That's perfect. 6 damage from a Resistance trooper? Good work, sir. The guy's doing some work. You're just making more enemies with that shot, though. You pissed him off, and all you really did was, well, she teleported into a remarkably terrible spot if we have even one resistance trooper with a single other action. Do we? We do. You better kill that codex, though. Nope. Good work destroying the bookshelf, though. What are we going to read now? You destroyed our only reading material.
I am trusting you.
Kevin Smith will come clean her up. Smith, you wanna, yep, go ahead, ghost her. Can you ghost a ghost?
The only fate possible for aliens.
Well, you could take him captive and torture him to death and just ask Dr. Vaughn. Death is not the only fate. It's the it's probably the preferred fate. Let's redefine our terms here. Can we remote start anything good? Nope. It's just this one car is the only thing we can actually explode. Do we want to try soften somebody up with a sting? Probably not. We could banish. I mean, we've got some good hit percentage chances here with a sting. Sting that Spectre. We might be able to get somebody who could finish that guy off. The beautiful critical from the mighty Woody Arrows. We can definitely finish that dude off now. Hey, Pete, what about that codex that's up there? I'm not too terribly worried about it. We'll get around to him. Her, him, it. I don't know what, like, pronouns it prefers. I don't want to assign it a gender. Choose your own gender identity. That's what I say.
No time to spare.
Don't let society thrust it upon you. Don't go for the heteronormative norm. Like, if we come in here, 6 of these dudes are faceless, though. Minimum. Pete, there actually are 2 faceless, because there's always... Don't
Be swift.
tell me how to play the game. Don't judge my hyperbole. Oh, good. More guys. That was exactly what we needed. Wiffle ball, again, if we come in this building, it's all faceless all over from top to bottom. So instead, maybe come over here and hide behind this stack of old tires. Let's see what the enemy does, and more importantly, what the resistance has to contribute this turn. Yeah, I mean, sure, that's the perfectly logical move for you to have taken. Just come step right on a guy who's in a direction that you had absolutely no business traveling in. Sure. Perfect sense. Well, Jason Mewes is going to be in trouble, probably. The Berserker went for resistance troopers, which is nice. Managed to not kill Juanita Vargas. Yeah, go ahead, do that. Clone me. Yeah, make me so that the rest of your team doesn't get to shoot at me for free. Shadow bind the shit out of me. Perfect. Thank you. I appreciate it. I was very worried that we were going to be killed, and now those worries have been alleviated.
The target is marked.
There's a phantom Jason Mewes on the loose. Oh, you're done dealing, though. We're going to get you and Jason Mewes with the same claymore. Have your friend come stand next to you. That would be perfect, actually. Have him come over there right by you.
I will
No?
always find you.
Oh, he was revealed. Vargas is the greatest trooper in XCOM, by the way. Did you see the picture of Snoop and Chappelle over there on the wall? Man, I really want to blow that up. Still on her feet. These resistance troopers are tough.
Didn't think I'd go out like this.
Not invulnerable, but, you know, still. Alright, what do you got, the disoriented gal? Finish him off. Well, I appreciate you not stealing my kill, at least. What do you got? Taking a shot at this berserker? She pumped his guts full of lead. Is that just a big stack of cash on a table over there? Oh, okay, never mind. It's guns and ammo. That's a more reasonable thing for the resistance to be stockpiling, I suppose. For a moment, though, I thought they had just big stacks of, like, hundreds. Sitting on these big old piles of sweet, sweet cash. Be like, hey, resistance, hook me up with some of that cash. So we could remote start this. That's going to kill the codex that's hiding behind it. And probably mean, that's definitely what we want to do. Can we get any more mileage out of that? It explodes with a titanic radius. So if we could get a claymore into it while not hitting our resistance team, that would be useful.
The trap is set.
Because Rihanna can do both. So we dump the claymore. Then we blow the tank. And we should get several kills out of this. We remote start this.
Enjoy the show.
Should be a dead Codex, a dead Spectre, and a badly injured... Did I accidentally get a resistance trooper? Yeah. Oops. Sorry, Giordano. Was not the intended outcome. Didn't mean to catch you in that. Who do we have left? Wiffle ball. What can you remote start? Nothing useful is the answer to that question. So let's bring you... Alright, Miley, we're going to have you move. We need 2 people to combo on this dude, because we got to bust Jason Mewes loose. We got to get him out of this pickle that he's in. We kind of need a bonus action to do that, and the only person that could give him a bonus action is currently a ghost. We need him to be able to throw a claymore and set it off in the same turn, and he's not going to be able to do that. Alright, so we can't make that happen. Wait, who's shadowbound then? Oh, Woody Harrelson is shadow. But what we could do is have... So we can get a bonus action then. We have Mewes flick the jab. And by flick the jab, of course, I mean, you know, deploy a claymore. He can even blow himself up. We don't even care. Or rather, blow up the mystery Woody Harrelson. So we do that. Set off the claymore. We're going to detonate this, get some little extra activity out of it. It's a twofer. 16 aggregate damage. We also apparently killed Shadow Woody Harrelson, which got him unshadowbound. Kevin Widowmaker Smith. Widowmaker, probably you just go ahead and silent killer that berserker, but we may want to have you give a bonus action to your boy over here. Woody Harrelson is no longer concealed, but we can fix that. One deft move. And then Woody, make sure this Codex doesn't pull any more bullshit revealing shenanigans by killing it. Taking any more of that garbage.
For the Reapers! The resistance team is in the clear. They're moving to help the other survivors.
What have they been doing back there the whole time? Weren't they in the clear for a while? Mostly I'm just... Okay, I guess they're just moving up. Alright, Miley, we're going to take a tiny risk with you. Step up to here.
My life is in your hands.
Deploy the claymore, because you can catch 3 dudes.
Placing the weapon.
Won't be the first time Miley Cyrus has caught 3 dudes. If you don't judge Miley Cyrus's sexual behaviors. I won't have you slut-shaming Miley Cyrus.
I go where I am needed.
She's a liberated woman. She can do whatever she wants. And if she wants to throw a claymore so that Kristen Stewart can do 24 aggregate damage, I say let her. I say more power to you. I say you go, girl. You chuck that claymore. You get yours, girl. And then we're going to have Kevin Smith finish off this berserker because he can silent kill her. Yeah, he really kind of padded his part, though, didn't he there, Kevin? Kind of dragging it out, making it work. They say death is easy, but comedy is hard. I think our resistance friend here... Nope.
You cannot run.
He just ran. Don't tell him he cannot run when you just saw the man run. That makes no sense. What kind of absurdist bullshit is this? Are we in a Thomas Beckett novel? You cannot run, but I have clearly just run. Let's argue about whether or not Godot will arrive today, and then maybe, I don't know, swap shoes or something. Corey Haim is dead! Oh, nope, Corey Hall. Okay. Codex is immune to fire. Zoe Lee has been killed. Hey, get some back for your bros there, Giordano. They're cutting down your people. See? That guy got some. Now you get you some. Toby Keith style. Get you some. Alright. See, you got her some. Everybody's getting some. Except for Perfidious Pete. I never get any, which is, you know, par for the course. So, Muse, like, you have Deadeye, and we gotta start giving Jason Muse a 21% chance to hit. That's terrible. We really need to start giving our guys with Deadeye and Squad Sight, we gotta start equipping them with scopes. We gotta pay a little better attention here.
I am on the move.
Instead, we made you our execution shooter, which is not the world's greatest idea. Although, you know, right now, that would not be terrible, because you have 4 targets. A Banish Annihilate is likely to get us at you can't. The rest of those are Squad Sight shots, though. What if we had you come, like, right here?
I am at your service.
Then we have Kevin Smith give you a bonus action. And we have you go for the Annihilate Banish. I kind of like that plan. Kevin Smith, give your boy a teamwork action. And maybe we just try and sweep the floor here. Maybe that's the right play. Maybe we go for double. Maybe we go for the Berserker Barrage. Jay and Silent Bob working in unison with Annihilate Banishes. I don't hate this plan. You know what? This is exactly what we're going to do. Well, Kevin Smith can only see 2 people, though. How many can Muse see? Muse, how many you got? Muse can see the entire universe. You know what? Do it, Muse. Start with this guy, because that's going to be a one-shot, one-kill. Let's see if we can farm some executions here. We really would have loved you to have a full clip when doing this. So there's one. 4 shots left. 3 shots left. One of them was a miss. What the hell happened with the rest of that volley? Yeah, 1 hit. 1 goddamn hit.
As you order, Commander.
Suddenly we're in Major League here. All right, Miley, kill that man. That's it. 1 goddamn hit. Can't say goddamn on the air, P. Nobody's listening anyway. That one works because it's 1, a movie quote, and 2, true. Wiffle Ball has to reveal herself in order to get a shot at anything. Perfect. You know what? Actually, at this point, it doesn't really matter. What about all the faceless you're about to spawn, Pete? Yeah, I had thought about that. Admittedly, I had not given it an abundance of thought, but it did cross my mind.
I'll need more ammo soon.
No, you really won't. We're fine. Woody Hemp Pants Harrelson can come in here and clean up this and pick up the mess. Woody? No, not that one. That's the only target you have. Well, I guess you might as well stay concealed then for Silent Killer, because Kevin Smith's gonna have to do all the rest of the work. Do you really need to throw taunts at the dead Berserker, though? I don't really think it's gonna care.
As ordered. You will never hide from me.
Nobody hides from Rihanna. You know, let's have... Kevin Smith, you're still concealed, right? You are. Go ahead and just sting this man.
Reach out from the darkness.
Kevin Smith reaches out from the darkness. He's been beyond the veil. He knows what lies on the other side. Now he reaches out from beyond the darkness to call you home. Little known fact, Kevin Smith is the Babadook. And I'm guessing now we're about to spawn all of the faces. 1. Here she comes. And I think the only person on the map who isn't a Resistance person that is revealed is Kristen Stewart. Who probably is about to take one right in the snot locker. Yeah. Right in the old face there. Sorry, Kristen. Well, you took 4 damage, Kristen Stewart. I don't really think that constitutes on your way out. If anything, you were like mildly inconvenienced, and then these Resistance personnel are going to save you for a change. It's the old switcheroo. In Russia, Resistance personnel save you. See?
Menace 1-5, you secured the remaining civilians, and there are no...
Yeah, we did an okay job with the exception of the Kristen Stewart thing, but all things considered, felt pretty good. Operation Warstar is complete. Kristen Stewart, could you finally develop a bond with Woody Harrelson? Are the two of you just not destined to be together? There's just no chemistry. And I suppose that's appropriate because now that I'm thinking about it, I'm imagining Kristen Stewart and Woody Harrelson in an on-screen role together, and I really am having a difficult time thinking of a couple that would have less on-screen chemistry than Kristen Stewart and Woody Harrelson. Maybe Kristen Stewart and Robert Pattinson at this point. But, you know what? No, even that, I feel like there'd be some leftover. There's still some embers burning under that fire. Those coals are still smoldering. No promotion, no bond. Alright, then. Wait, you guys are already bonded. Well, you didn't upgrade your bond. What the hell was I shooting for on this mission? Promotions, it must have been, but neither one of these guys made full bird colonel. Rescued 12 civilians, picked up 5. I mean, this shit is completely pointless. We don't care.
Excellent work, Commander.
Extra 36 supplies per month from East Asia. Money is already completely irrelevant to us, Optimus Prime, but I don't know, maybe we can hook you up with an investment guy and you can take care of us for the post-invasion lifestyle. Set us up with a good retirement firm, maybe shelter some of our assets in an offshore tax haven, something along those lines.
News of dead aliens would be high on the list of things they love to hear. So, with that in mind, it is my pleasure to inform you that the Human Resistance Movement, led by the intrepid forces of XCOM, dealt another low blow to...
Why do you gotta say we punched him in the dick? You're really Resistance Radio guy? You're not making much of a case for XCOM here. Can we get a different PR guy? I'd really rather have someone who's a little more likable and knows a little bit more about spin. What we need is like a George Stephanopoulos. That's what we need. We need that kind of guy. And what we got is whoever Donald Trump pays to manage his Twitter account. He does it himself. Yep, that's exactly what I meant. I also mean to end the episode. If you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Support really does mean a lot. If you'd like to see us go for George Stephanopoulos style spin to try and somehow paint a picture wherein we're not just straight up terrorists, I consider subscribing as well. One of these days we may figure out a way to do it. Freedom fighters, Pete. Yeah, it's just a euphemism for terrorists, though. Right now, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.